Hello there, welcome back to the new lecture. So, in this lecture, we have to understand the project base point, survey point, and internal origin point in Revit. So, let's start. So, for that, what you have to do here, you know that by default, the project base point and the survey point display on in the site plan view. If you want to see the project base point and survey point, so from here from project browser you have to open the site view. Okay, just double hit. Now you can see the project base and survey point is visible here. Same way, suppose if you want to see the internal origin point also, so the internal origin point is off by default in all views, either it is a site view, plan view, or whatever. Okay, so you can make them visible as needed if you want to see the internal origin point. So for that, what you have to do, you have to use the visibility graphics command. So you know the shortcut VG. Okay, press VG. Otherwise, in view tab, here you can see you will get in graphics panel visibility graphics, or in property palettes also you will get the option visibility graphics edit. From here you can select, otherwise from graphics panel you have to select, or otherwise you can use the shortcut VG. So select it. Now in VG you can see here in model category, in filter list, first you have to select all architecture, structure, whatever. Okay, now from here you have to select the site. Okay, under site category just hit on that. See, internal origin point is unchecked. So if any category is unchecked, what happen, it will not visible in your current working view. You can see it is written here, if a category is unchecked it will not be visible. Okay, so you have to check. If you want to see the internal origin point, check it, apply. Okay, now see, here you will get the internal origin point also. Same way, now as I told you, you can by default the project base point and the survey point display only in the site plan view. Suppose you want to see the project base point and survey point or origin point in plan view. Okay, so come here in level 1. Now you want to see the base point, survey point here. So what you have to do, from here in VCB, here you can see the bulb icon is shown, reveal hidden element. Hit on that. Now see, when you hit reveal hidden element, here all 3 point is shown. From here you have to select which you want to show in your plan view. Okay, then in modify tab, reveal hidden element panel, unhide category option is given. Hit on that. Then finally again you have to close the reveal hidden element from the VCB. So again hit on bulb icon. Now see, your project base point and survey point is very visible. Now if you want to see the origin point, internal origin point, okay, so same thing, you have to use the visibility graphics. From here under site category, hit on plus sign and check internal origin point, apply. Okay, see, now the internal origin point is also visible. Now come to our site view. Okay, so now we have to understand, first try to understand one by one. So what I am doing, just move it little bit the survey point here. So this is our base point, I think. Select it. Yeah, it is written project base point. Okay, now select the survey point and move it little bit here. So this is our project survey point. So we have to understand each and every point. So first I will start from project, you can say internal origin point in Revit. So all of you know, so first of all I just hide this both points. Select that. You know that if you want to hide temporary, or so you can use this temporary height and height element. Select it. First try to understand this thing. Okay, internal origin point. So remember, this internal origin point is invisible and always at the 0 coordinate, 0 0 0 in Revit. Okay, by default every import and export will be in relation to this point and it cannot be changed. Suppose if you want to select it, see it is selected. No, if you want to move this project, sorry, internal origin point, so it will not moving also. But if you place any object, see, when I'm trying to select, it is not selected. Okay, suppose now here I want to place the object, any object like structure. I want to create wall. So see here, any dimension, just create one wall. Now let's see the use of origin point, how this origin point will help you in Revit. So suppose if you want to see here, so see, first of all I am using the annotate tab. In annotate tab, spot coordinate option is given. Hit on that and select this. See, it is showing how much, 32 feet something. If you don't want to see in fractional, so only feet you want to see, use the unit command un. In length, only here you have to select feet. Okay, you want to see in feet, and if you want symbol, from here you can select the symbol. Now see, the value is showing in feet. So it means the wall which you have created, we have two end, one is here, second end is here. So from here it is showing from north, the distance is showing 32, from east 32 feet, minus 32 feet, and from north also 32 feet. So from where I want to see the distance of this end point from the origin point. Okay, so for that what you can do, just you have to come here in properties or in property palettes, hit on edit type. See, in edit type, select the wall, come here in edit type. From here you can see it is showing structure. You can change the structure also, function, wrapping, and but the problem is what I want to show you, this distance. So select this spot coordinate, hit on edit type, come here in the first row. You can see under this constraint coordinate base, it is showing from where, from survey point. I don't want to see from survey point because here I have placed the origin. I want to see the coordinates base value from this origin point. So from here you have to select the internal origin, then apply. Okay, now it will show you the distance from this origin point. If you want to confirm, so use the dimension or equal distance tool. So for that, shortcut di. Otherwise in annotate tab, dimension panel, here also you can use the align dimension command, and from this point to this point I want to measure the distance. See, it is showing 11 feet. Again, from this base, so I want to select the base. So from here select the wall faces, from this point to this origin it is showing 9 feet, correct? So from north it is showing 9 feet distance, from east how much, 11 feet. Okay, same way now, if you want to see the next one, so I want to unhide that base point or survey point. So how to unhide, you have to hit on temporary height. Okay, if you want to unhide, so for that, just again temporary hide or isolate, reset temporary hide isolate. Now see, the project base point and survey point is also visible. Now suppose you can move this survey project base point anywhere, and all of you know the use of project base point. Project base point is what here, the project base point can be used to establish a reference from measuring distances and positioning object in relation to the model. Okay, so same way, if you have created any wall here also like this, suppose from here I have created wall. Okay, now I want to measure the distance from this project base point, horizontal distance or vertical distance from the wall face. So what we have to do, first of all, use the, from annotate tab you can use in dimension panel spot coordinate, hit on that, select it where you want to place. So see how much, from north it is showing 20 feet, from east minus 30 feet. Okay, so now what you have to do if you want to confirm, so first of all remember the distance which they are measuring, this spot coordinate, it is measuring from internal origin point. Okay, that is why it is showing minus. If you want to measure the distance from project base point, so select the spot coordinate, edit type, here in first row you have to select in coordinate base, it is selected origin. So if you want to measure from project base point, select the project base point. From here, apply, okay. Now see, it is showing the distance from base point. From north 8, from east 12 feet. If you want to see, use the DI. From this point to center of this point, see 12 feet it is showing. From this base, from the center, 8 feet, correct? Same way, you can measure the distance from project survey point. So what is the use of survey point? All of you know this. Survey point provide a real world context for the Revit model, and by default the project base point and the survey point display on it only in the site plan view, you know that. So same way, suppose if you want to measure the distance, anything you have created, like now I'm creating below this survey point, okay, suppose. So you will get the value in minus, okay. And I want to measure the distance from this survey point x and y direction. So what we have to do, first I'm using the spot coordination and I'm placing the spot coordination here like this. See, it is showing from north 0 feet, but remember it is showing from where, from base point, okay. If you want to check the distance from survey point, because this is a project survey point, so select the spot coordinate, edit type. From here you have to select the survey point, okay, apply, okay. Now you will get the value in minus, see, from north, because I have created the wall below that in north direction, so it is showing minus 5 feet, in east 4 feet. If you want to confirm, use the DI. From this face to this face you can see 4 feet, and from this face to this face you will get how much, 5 feet, na? It is showing 5 feet, but you have drawn the wall below this survey point, that is why it is showing in minus 5 feet, okay. So this is all about project base point, survey point and internal origin point in Revit. I hope all of you enjoy this session. See you in next one.